Hello everyone, so today I will be making the first and favorite games by genre tag. So let's get started. My first adventure 2D side-scroller was Mario Bros. 3 on the NES, and my favorite adventure 2D side-scroller is and will always be Yoshi's Island. Action 2D side-scroller. The first action 2D side-scroller I played was Contra, and my favorite action 2D side-scroller is Megaman 8. Now for the Metroid-Vania games. The first Metroid-Vania game I played was Super Metroid, and my favorite game of this genre is Castlevania Symphony of the Night, because that game is a masterpiece. Before moving on, I want to say that Cave Story is also very good. I recommend it. 3D platformer. My first and favorite 3D platformer is Mario 64. Nothing compares to Mario 64. Action adventure game. This one is just saying which Zelda is your favorite. For me is Zelda A Link to the Past, which happens to be the first action adventure game I played as well. Well, Bastion is really good too. Sports game. The first sports game I played was Megaman Soccer on the NES, and my favorite sports game is Mario Tennis on the Nintendo 64. Racing game. The first racing game I played was Super Mario Kart on the Super NES, and my favorite racing game is Diddy Racing on the Nintendo 64. RPG. The first RPG I played was Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. My favorite RPG is Chrono Trigger, and that is my favorite game ever. Strategy RPG. My first and favorite strategy RPG is Final Fantasy Tactics. Massive multiplayer online RPG. The first massive multiplayer online RPG I played was Tibia, and my favorite massive multiplayer online RPG is Dofus, Multiplayer Online Battle Arena. So the first MOBA I played was DotA, and my favorite MOBA is League of Legends, and Teemo is the best champion ever. First person shooter. The first one I played was Duke Nukem, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, and my favorite first person shooter is GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64. Strategy shooter. The first strategy shooter I played was Worms, and my favorite strategy shooter is Worms World Party. Simulation game. The first simulation game I played was SimCity on the Super NES, and my favorite simulation game is Harvest Moon. Party games. The first party game I played was Wario Ware on the Game Boy Advance, yes, and my favorite party game is Rhythm Heaven Fever on the Wii. Tower defense games. The first tower defense I played is called Xeno Tactic, and it's a flash game on the PC. And my favorite tower defense is the best one I played, of course, is Kingdom Rush real-time strategy games. The first real-time strategy game I played was Populous on the Super NES, and my favorite real-time strategy game is Warcraft 2. Third-person shooter. The first third-person shooter I played was Star Fox on the Super NES, and my favorite third-person shooter is Star Fox 64 on the Nintendo 64. Puzzle games. The first puzzle game I played was Dr. Mario, and my favorite puzzle games is Lemmings. Adventure RPG, which I just made up. I just wanted a category to talk about how much I love the Mana series, and the first one I played was Secret of Mana on the Super NES, and it's not only the first one I played, it's also my favorite, and I like the Mana series, like Sword of Mana, Seiken Densetsu 3, and Legend of Mana on the PlayStation, etc. And that's the first and favorite games by genre tag. So the first people I'm going to tag are the Reddit community of YouTubers, because there are like 300,000 gaming channels in there, and I hope they like to make this tag. Do as many game genres you want, Maybe add some like survival horror games, which I didn't mention because I don't like survival horror games, I can't play them. Or anything, do as many as you want. So thank you for watching, and remember, I'm always looking forward to your feedback. Have a nice week.